Hello, I hope you're all doing well. Um, I wanted to do a follow-up to my first video that I had done on my taking of the prescription medication Auvelity, spelled Auvelity. Um, Being that I'm at the 2 month mark now of taking the medication. Um, and I guess I also wanted to update some things that I neglected to include in my first ever YouTube video and the first video I did on Auvelity. It was a one take video, so I just kind of winged it. At any rate, I guess I wanted to mention in the first video, I guess the difficulty of looking back now that I'm doing better. Um, Looking back at those painful times, and I guess that comes from the fact that you don't really want to go back to that time and you want to enjoy feeling well right now. So you don't want to look back at those painful times. But I guess it is therapeutic in a way as well. So I just wanted to mention that. I also forgot to mention the fact that it seems to me, being in my mid 50s now, and having dealt with depression and anxiety now for 20 some odd years, how the episodes seem to be getting worse as you get older. I think this is like an established fact from studies they've done, but I was also curious as to whether any of you out there have experienced the same thing or not. And I guess I also forgot to mention that the first video was aimed at trying to help people out there who might be going through a difficult period of time and need help. But at the same time, I neglected to mention that I also am doing the videos to help myself. I think by my helping others, I think that in the long run, that's going to help me as well. So I hope that's true. I also neglected to really talk about the change. I didn't really talk about what my symptoms were, how severe they were, and in contrast, where I am now. I think I really hit the bottom. I think it was around December 4th. I remember that day. It was a specific day in my life, and I remember feeling just utterly horrible. I mean, I was really dysfunctional. I mean, I couldn't do my daily activities, my daily chores. I was so out of it that I was simply dysfunctional. I was not able to do much of anything. And my mind was really in a dark place. I mean, everything that I saw was tinted black. It was, I mean, I couldn't see the good in anything. Everything was negative. Um, I saw everything in a negative light. Um, I felt like any task was insurmountable. The simplest task seemed like I was unable to do it, to overcome it. Um, I had terrible physical symptoms as well. I had awful like acid reflux. I had terrible insomnia. Um, I mean, I was forced to take like sleeping medications that my provider had provided me, like Ambien and the like. Um, and that barely got me sleeping maybe 4 hours a night at best, sometimes less. Um, and what else? The anxiety was through the roof. Um, I was just dictated by fear. Everything was fear driven, it seemed like. I was afraid of my own shadow, it seemed like. Um, I mean, now at this point, now that I've recovered and seem to be on better footing, I mean, my wife's even disclosed to me that she thought that I was going to end up in a psych ward the way I was going. So I just want to emphasize the amount of help that the medication Auvelity provided me. Like I said, after about 2 weeks of taking it, all these symptoms dissipated, except for maybe some anxiety, like I said in the first video, after taking the medication. But I think the Auvelity really put me back on course. I mean, it really helped me out of a really deep, dark place and a tough spot that seemed to just be going to a really bad end. So like I said in the first video, I am thankful, I am grateful that this medication helped me, and I am hopeful that perhaps more medications come along these same lines, and these medications can help millions of people out there who have the same struggles that I have. One other thing that I guess I neglected to talk about, seemed a little bit amateurish, was the fact that I kept referring to the Auvelity, the two components of the Auvelity, being like a cough medicine along with bupropion, Wellbutrin, bupropion being the generic name and the Wellbutrin being the brand name for that antidepressant. And I guess I should emphasize that too, that the bupropion, Wellbutrin, it is an antidepressant, and I had taken it in the past, and that it acts, I guess, as an antidepressant in its own right, but it also is there primarily to slow the metabolization of the cough medicine. Now, the cough medicine is actually a cough suppressant, and it's been around for a very long time. And the name of it is dextromethorphan. So I wanted to specify that. So Auvelity, each pill is composed of 45 milligrams of dextromethorphan and 105 milligrams of the Wellbutrin, or bupropion in generic terms. And I guess another major oversight was I didn't really talk about any side effects that I have from the Auvelity. And I'm really happy to say that unlike many of the other medications that I took in the past, the medication Auvelity seems to really not be giving me any side effects almost whatsoever. The only thing I can note in the last 2-week period, so from the last time I did the video, which was around the 1.5 month, 6-week mark, and now at the 2-month mark, is that rather than getting that rush of anxiety after taking the medication, I seem to be getting in that time period, an hour or 2 hours after I take it, a little bit of spaciness, a little bit of dizziness. But again, it's transitory. It doesn't last too long. It's not really something that's overwhelming or strong. And compared to other medications I've taken, it's really, on the side effect side, it's really seems to be nil to none, as opposed to the other SSRIs I've taken and SNRIs that I've taken, wherein I had things like sexual side effects and really zombie kind of feeling and kind of really kind of zapped you mentally and really kind of made you a little la-la, a little out there. You kind of, your head was kind of a little bit in la-la land. So I really have to say 2 thumbs up in that respect as well. The side effects, nil to none. Tolerated it very well and still doing well. So that's the bottom line of the update, is that I'm still doing well, progressing, trying to move forward, and hopeful. So that's a huge change from where I was on December 4th. So, oh yes, lastly, when I did the last video, I kind of wanted to just try to say that, in my family, our hearts and prayers are with the people in California who are suffering from the wildfires and who have lost, everything. And I wanted to mention that in that first video, and I neglected to, but I want to today. And our hearts are with you, our prayers are with you, our thoughts are with you, and we hope all the best. And I hope some rain comes your way very shortly. I think it will be coming based on the forecasts. And I hope you can all move forward. At any rate, I guess goodbye. I hope you guys all stay healthy. I wish you all the best, and one step in front of the other, and stay hopeful, and we just need to keep moving forward. Thanks again for watching. Take care. Bye.